Next, Blue Ribbon chefs Bruce and Eric Bromberg share the recipes that they always make for their mom on Mother's Day.
After 19 successful years with 9 restaurants in Manhattan and Brooklyn, my next guests recently opened their 10th restaurant, an outpost of their acclaimed Blue Ribbon Sushi Bar and Grill in Las Vegas, of all places, at the Cosmopolitan. Today, in honor of Mother's Day and their mom, Sarah, the 2 boys will share her 2 favorite Mother's Day recipes. Please welcome chefs Bruce and Eric Bromberg. Nice to have you back, guys.
Thanks. Great
Really
to be
nice.
here.
And how did your mom's cooking actually influence what you do in the restaurants?
I think when we were little kids, we didn't think it did influence us a lot.
Did you make fun of her?
Maybe now and then.
Did you stomp your feet and say, I'm not eating any more of this?
Yes, we said chicken again.
But I think as we go, it's almost 20 years we've had Blue Ribbon. I think we find that we cook more like our mother and grandmother than ever at this point.
So you're Eric.
I'm Bruce.
Oh my God, see, I got it wrong again.
50-50.
Okay, 50-50 and again.
We
Bruce,
answered to both,
Eric,
that's fine.
Eric,
Yep.
Bruce.
I had to explain to my mom before we came out here, too. So.
And your mom, Sarah, is sitting right here in the audience. Hi, Sarah, how are you? Joe, do you think the boys will be cooking for you this Mother's Day?
Not on Mother's Day, but the day after Mother's Day. We're going to all be together.
How great. Well, you just opened in Las Vegas. How do you like it out there?
Love it, really.
We love it. It's really one of America's great culinary cities now with all the fantastic restaurants.
Right.
And I actually moved to Vegas from here after 20 years. So
how great.
It's a great city. It's
So
a lot
that's
of
why
fun.
you have a little tan. You look healthy.
Right. I left him with 9 restaurants in New York winter, and I got the better deal.
And your third brother is standing over there. Are you in the restaurant business too?
I am. I'm part of the Blue Ribbon Restaurants family. I'm a lawyer, though.
Oh, okay. So you keep them all
I'm the black
honest.
sheep of the family.
Oh. But you like to cook?
Absolutely.
Oh, great. That's so great. Well, let's get started. You chose to make for Mother today a poached salmon with a cucumber salad.
This was just something that was kind of Mom's favorite. When we'd go to restaurants, she'd look for that on the menu. You don't find it very often, but when we did celebrate Mother's Day at home, this was always on the table.
So a beautiful side of salmon.
This is a coho salmon.
Yeah, it looks...
It's a little bit leaner salmon, but just a really delicious fish.
Yeah, and very, very red. Beautiful.
Yeah, from Alaska.
Should I put it in here?
Yes, you can put it right in here. And this is really, really simple and just an easy thing to do at home. You kind of can't mess it up. And this is a great little pan to use.
Oh, it's so great. Yep.
A fish poacher. Which obviously, if you're doing a whole fillet like this is really the best thing to use. You can also use a roasting pan.
Yeah, but you have to then bend the tail.
Yeah, it's a complicated
and these
process.
aren't so
getting it up.
expensive.
No, they're not. And if you don't have this, you can cut it into smaller pieces and do it in a saute pan or something different. But this is definitely a lot nicer. We're going to take our vegetables that we've cut up a little bit small, just because this is really only going to poach for about 10 minutes. And then
that's
it's going to
leeks.
sit. Leeks. Carrots, and fennel. This is just
sort of like a cup of each?
About a cup of each.
Fennel, yum.
Fennel adds just this great little licoricey flavor. A little bit of celery as well. And a touch of shallot, which just adds a hint of sweetness. And as it cools in the liquid, that really comes out. And then we're going to sprinkle in about a tablespoon of the pink peppercorns.
I like pink peppercorns.
And
now, they're not really a pepper, are they?
It's what is a pink peppercorn?
It's a berry, a dried berry, really, part of the pepper family, but it doesn't have any bite. It's just a floral and fragrant.
Yeah, it's got more of a sweet flavor as well. And we're going to use a little bit of Pinot Blanc, just kind of a crisp white wine, nothing too buttery or rich. Oops, sorry,
Should I turn this on?
Yep, we can turn that on. And then we're just going to add a bit of water just to cover the fish so it poaches
So it's going to
nicely.
cook for about how long?
Really, we're going to bring it up to a simmer. Once it simmers, we turn it down. We don't want it to boil. If you boil it, it kind of seizes up and gets a little too tough, breaks apart a bit. 10 minutes.
Okay.
With the coho, is a little bit leaner fish, even around 8 minutes. And then the trick is really we pull it off, we put it in the refrigerator, and we let it cool completely in the fridge, and all the flavors come into the fish.
All right.
And I'm going to start with we're going to make the pickled cucumbers. which is also always on the table with the salmon, or even just about anything on Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's simple as could be.
Is this one of Mom's favorite things?
Absolutely.
Is it one of your favorite things,
Yes,
Sarah?
it is.
So with either with a knife or with one of these Japanese mandolins, which works great, just going to slice about a 1/4 inch thick, and we'll slice the cucumbers
I
in a bowl.
confess that I could eat the whole bowl.
Yeah,
You know.
it's one of those
Yeah.
addictive things. And it's,
Right.
it's almost simpler than pickles, because pickles take a while to make. This process in one night, they're really perfectly pickled and
So 4
very
cups of
delicious.
vinegar. Oh.
4 cups of vinegar to 1 cup of sugar. And we really just whisk this all together. And again, if you wanted a little sweeter, you can add a little more sugar, but Mom was always very specific about not too sweet. Not too sweet with the pickled cucumbers. So we just whisk this together so the sugar dissolves. And as soon as the sugar dissolves into the vinegar, we're going to add the onions, which maybe Eric can grab.
White onions.
Yep.
White onions.
White onions. And then we'll go with our cucumbers.
So how many cucumbers was that?
What'd you do there?
4 cucumbers.
I think, yeah, about 4 cups of cucumbers.
Yeah. So we're just, you know what? We're going to add them all right in. We're going to mix it together, and this simply just gets covered
And left
in the
overnight?
fridge, left overnight, and in 24 hours, they're delicious and tangy, as you found out.
Great.
And then we'll move right here to making our sauce. And our sauce has a base of mayonnaise, which we're going to make ourselves. And we're going to use a little bit of red wine vinegar, Dijon mustard, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And you always put the salt in the beginning so it dissolves with the vinegar. We're going to whisk that together. Oops. And then we'll add 1 egg.
You're trying to get my
No,
red.
I'm trying to mess you
my
up.
beautiful red blouse, you guys.
1 egg and 1 egg yolk. And we use an extra egg yolk just to make it a little richer and a little tighter. We'll stir that together. And then, as with any emulsified sauce, we will begin. Bruce can just pour me.
I'm just doing the rest of the cucumber, guys.
Perfect. Bruce can pour me the oil, and we're going to add a mixture of canola oil and extra virgin olive oil. Sometimes if you use extra virgin the whole way, it comes out way too strong of extra virgin, especially if you have a grassy extra virgin.
Yeah.
So we'll just use
sometimes,
extra
yeah.
virgin for flavor.
Okay.
So we're going to make this, as you can see, it emulsifies. I think I can keep up
Oh,
with it.
it's perfect.
All right? So it's coming together well. And then Bruce will put in the extra virgin as well, the same speed. And really, you can add as fast
So,
as...
so how easy it is to
it
make your
whips.
own mayonnaise. There's no reason to.
And it's such a difference.
Yeah.
And it's just the base of so many great sauces and condiments. It's really worth doing.
Oh, so good. Just think a nice poached artichoke would be good with that mayonnaise.
Really, you know, it works on anything. And we'll also use this later for the base for our egg salad.
Oh, good.
So from this point, we have our mayonnaise made and ready. It's nice and thick. And we'll add whole grain mustard,
2½ tablespoons.
Dijon mustard.
So who's actually creating all the menus for all your different restaurants? Both of you do it?
Believe it or not, we do it
You
together.
collaborate.
Yep.
Oh, great.
And then we'll add honey to sweeten it. So we have essentially a honey
wow.
mustard. And it has a little bite, a little sweetness, which always goes very well with salmon.
Fish.
And
Do you think it's boiling already, the fish?
how does it look?
Coming to
Nope,
the simmer yet?
Not yet. But then turn it way down?
Yeah, once it comes to the simmer, turn it down. And it's really slow poaching. You don't want it to cook. And as it cools, it'll cook through as well.
Okay.
Okay.
And look, like magic.
Now we're here.
Like magic.
This
It's all
is
done.
after it's cooled and set in the liquid. We'll remove it, let it drain, and then we just put it on a platter. Decorate it with lemons
Yum.
in the classic style, a little bit of the fennel fronds, and some pink peppercorns. Bruce will cut this beautiful rye bread, and we can make a plate.
Oh, and another thing that you could be serving on Mother's Day for breakfast, you could make a waffle, and they're so easy to make, and you need a great waffle maker like this one from Krupp's. Do you have a waffle maker at home?
Oh, we do, and I
Yes.
think we have a Krups one.
You do. It's really good. And it makes 4 Belgian waffles in just minutes. And thanks to our friends at Krups, all of you in the audience are going home with one. So you're going to love that. Yes. Oh, and look at this. Is that your bread from Blue Ribbon?
It's our bread from Blue Ribbon Bakery.
Oh, how beautiful is that? How nice. So what a perfect lunch. I will take that, please. Thank you. And next, the boys are going to make Mom's favorite egg salad, right? Egg salad.
Egg salad.